Hey, I hope you are having an amazing day today. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the most important thing when it comes to dog training, and that is consistency. So let's just get straight into the video. Whatever we are trying to communicate to our dogs, it'll be a lot easier for them to understand us if we are consistent. Whether that be an easy task such as having them sit, or even a more difficult one such as being calm around other dogs, consistency will allow them to understand us a lot better and have them also too not be as stressed and trying to figure out what we are trying to say and want them to do. When your dog knows what to expect in their day-to-day life, they can basically relax. They won't be stressed trying to figure out what to do, what not to do. And again, a routine being consistent can really help with them being stress-free and essentially living a happy life. If you have a cat or another dog, or maybe you're trying to introduce a new pet to the family, they won't be as stressed when a new change comes into their life, because again, they'll be used to that regular routine and that consistency that they are so used to. That is why it is very beneficial, even just from the start, when you get your dog to even for the rest of their life, to have a consistent schedule that they really know and know what to expect. So again, they can relax and won't be as stressed. Consistency is not only helpful in lessening the stress and making your dog less anxious, but also it is a great way to communicate with your dog. We know that dogs do not speak English or any type of language at all to humans, but having verbal cues or even just physical movement cues, that can really help in really communicating with your dog what not to do and also what to do. Dogs can really learn to respond in their own way to these verbal/physical cues. However, if you repeat your cues one day just once and then 3 times the next day, that is not being consistent. For more effective ways of communicating and also training your dog, you want to make sure that your verbal and nonverbal cues are very much so consistent. So if you train your dog 3 times a day at a certain time, you want to make sure that you do that for basically every single day, every single month for a year. And obviously when your dog grows older, you might not have to have as many training sessions, but very much so at the start, it is very important to make sure that you have a consistent training schedule, consistent basically everything, feeding schedule, whatever it may be. A consistent schedule makes it a whole lot easier for a dog to learn new tricks and new commands. On top of having consistent verbal cues, you want to make sure that your body language also matches the energy that you are showing to the dog. And obviously with everything with teaching and command, making sure that your body language matches whatever you are saying and whatever cues you may be showing. So for example, if you do not want a dog to do something, obviously you do not want to approach it with punishment, but maybe even saying like, oh no, no, and like, you know, with a deeper voice. Dogs can really learn that and they take notice of that per se. And again, that is where you really want to be consistent in terms of training, whatever you want your dog to do, what not to do, because again, you do not want to give your dog mixed signals at all. Like already humans in general are very inconsistent, but especially from a person to a dog, you want to make sure that you are consistent with that. Another example may be if your dog is sitting. So like Jackson here, he is sitting, and before when he would sit, I would always have like a little bit high-pitched voice. Good boy, Jackson, good boy. Yeah, see how his head turned there? He knows that he's either doing something right, I'm getting his attention, and at the end of the day, dogs want attention. So that's how I'm kind of going about it. Again, high-pitched voice, but also if there's something wrong, you say, oh, no, he'll know that is not what he's supposed to do. And when he has a higher pitched voice and I'm giving him attention, pets, whatever it may be, he knows that he's doing something right. But guys, at the end of the day, you know, we are humans. And again, like I said earlier in this video, humans are inconsistent. We're human, we're flawed, we have flaws. So it's okay if you miss, you know, one cue here, one cue there, but generally you do want to be and try to be as consistent as possible. It's not the end of the day if you miss, let's just say, a training session one day and then, you know, another day you don't. Like, again, humans are flawed. It's okay, we're not perfect. And you know, dogs at the end of the day, they understand that too. Going a little bit more on the verbal cues, you want to make sure that, again, not only are you consistent with the body language, how you say them, but also the actual wording. You want to make sure that you use the same words. So like you don't want to be like, for example, down. Jackson, when he lays down, his command is down, and for most people it is lie down, and sometimes Jackson gets that, but at the end of the day it's really just that single word down. You do not want to confuse your dog with like lie down or on the ground or anything like that. Use the same word for a trick. I know this might be a no-brainer, but again, you still adding to the fact of consistency. You want to be consistent across everything, all aspects of training, your dog's schedule, and everything in your dog's life. You want to be consistent as much as possible. Jackson, when I got him at 8 weeks, I kid you not, even though I do exaggerate a lot of things, if you know me in real life, Jackson was potty trained within 2 weeks. And again, I'm not exaggerating, and I think the reason why is because like every 30 minutes, every hour of the day, I would actually bring him out to the backyard and have him pee, and then once he pees, praise him, say good boy, potty, potty. That's my word, potty. I didn't say go bathroom and potty. I didn't say go pee and potty. Like potty was his word. And hi, good boy, hi. And because he was so consistent, and also I think just because he's just really naturally smart, he was able to get potty trained within 2 weeks, and I wouldn't have to really worry about him having an accident in the house. Hi, good boy. If we understand what it means to be consistent, it really allows the dog and also us to really understand each other, to really communicate with each other, and at the end of the day, that really leads to a stress-free life and also ultimately a happy life for the both of us. But yeah guys, that concludes today's video. Let me know down below, aside from consistency, is there any other aspect of dog training or a dog's life that is very much so essential to them living a stress-free life? I would really love to know in the comment section below. Also, if you guys have any other tips on consistency, I'd really love to hear about them too. As a reminder, please hit that like button, as it really helps in the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new here, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button too, as it really means a lot to Jackson and me. Tell your dogs you love them. Jackson, I love you. Thank you guys for watching, and have an amazing day. Yay, we did it.